Okay, good Saturday evening, everybody. Meteorologist Nick Kelly hopping on here with a YouTube video to break down not just the rain chances we have for tomorrow morning, but a potential severe threat for early Monday morning and so many other rain chances to watch in the coming week. Before we dig in, of course, as long as it's still active, even as we're going into early June or through early June now at this point, we still have some active weather that we're going to keep an eye on before severe weather season officially comes to an end. So if you haven't done so already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, my channel, and KOAM News Now's YouTube channel as well. And don't forget to ring the bell so that you get any notifications about any new videos that will be uploaded or live streams. Certainly if we have the potential to live stream any potential severe weather along the way. Now, let's break down how our Saturday has been. We did see temperatures warm up nicely despite a decaying complex of rain and storms that came out of southwest Kansas late last night, passing through mainly the northern half of the viewing area this morning. And you can see as it passed on through, it was not impressive by any stretch. Maybe as it was coming in, a random storm, but mainly scattered showers, maybe a couple moderate pockets of rain along the journey. And then we looked pretty quiet as we got this Saturday evening underway. As far as rain amounts, that first batch didn't amount to much, really. In our far northern counties, rain amounts, according to radar estimates, just staying generally at half an inch or less, but this is just a bare bones preview of all the rain chances that we'll have to watch closely for the next several days, and certainly as we get into the coming week. The Skywatch Storm Tracker was dry to start the evening out, but we are expecting more activity to sneak in. We'll break down what's to come here in a few, but temperatures, even with that passing complex of showers and maybe a few storms, still warmed up nicely throughout the day. It was good to start the weekend out with a warm but nice Friday with upper 70s to near 80 for highs. We dropped back into the middle to upper 50s this morning. Then we topped out back near 80 degrees this afternoon. As far as where Joplin stands at 9:26, quiet skies abound, 69 at the airport. And it certainly feels like 69 with the dew point staying in check, right around 60 degrees. We do have a falling barometer as it continues to indicate some unstable air still in place across parts of the region. Around the rest of the Joplin Metro, upper 60s to near 70, and across the rest of the area, we're seeing upper 60s to mainly lower 70s as we dig deeper into the Saturday night. Again, we were quiet for the late afternoon and to get this evening started, but look back off to the north and west. We are watching a developing complex of showers and thunderstorms, certainly severe storms out in northwestern parts of Kansas. That's the main batch we're going to keep a big focus on as we go deep into the overnight and certainly for your Sunday morning. Those storms at the surface have been lifted and getting going because of a stalled out front parked just to the north of the region. But what's happening here is you saw how some of those storms were diving toward the east and southeast, and another complex nearby was going south. What's really going to happen though is the taller that these storms get, they're going to be steered more by the mid and upper level winds, which as you can see by the jet stream set up here. So that's going to eventually force these storms to take more of a southeasterly turn, and the potential is there for them to make a run toward our area as we get your Sunday morning underway. Other than that, this is still overall a very active jet setup as we go into the new week. Let's look at the overnight hours. We're dry at 10 o'clock. We stay dry through the early overnight hours. 3 a.m. increasing clouds, but we're still seeing temperatures mainly lower to middle 60s. Those should be our lows for tonight. Then by 6 a.m., here come, at least in some form or fashion, that complex of thunderstorms that wants to make a run toward the area. If this still comes to pass, this will be in a weakening state. We should not be seeing much, if any, quite frankly, in the way of severe weather, but certainly rain and thunderstorm chances in our far western counties as we get closer to sunrise, and then overtaking much of the region and approaching the I-49 corridor by 9 a.m., give or take an hour. Again, not looking at anything too strong with these storms, but it's something else to watch as we continue through your Sunday morning. Then we'll just keep things generally quiet for your Sunday afternoon with the way things are looking. In fact, let's break out your day planner. We'll start at 63 in the morning. Once we get past the bulk of those rain chances, I think the dry time that we'll start to see by the noon hour will help push temperatures back to 75. And I think for the afternoon, I expect rather, afternoon highs to top out around 80, that south breeze at 5 to 10. we're dry. The start, your late Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening out. Maybe a couple random storms after sunset, but the bigger chances for storms going into late Sunday night, early Monday morning will be another complex of storms that wants to take aim at us. Here's where things could stand by midnight going into Monday. A good complex of storms approaching the Kansas Turnpike, and then marching through southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma between midnight and 3 a.m. Then after that, we'll have the storms march through southwestern Missouri between 3 and let's say maybe 5 to 6 a.m. So we are looking at still a potential for an active start to your early Monday morning. Active and enough that we have a low severe threat clipping our corner of southeast Kansas at the very least, but I would not be surprised if that gets expanded to cover more of our region by the time the updated outlook comes our way by early Sunday morning. Midnight to 5 a.m., that's the general timing for the strongest of those thunderstorm chances as we go into early Monday morning. Really thinking the biggest threats here will be high wind, heavy rain, maybe a couple large hailstones, a tornado threat. I'm going to keep that minimal for now, but it's still something we'll watch as we go into early Monday morning. Then the rest of the day, we'll gravitate toward mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies, and definitely a warm day still, with highs topping out in the lower 80s. But here's Tuesday. You can see how we've got more rain chances to contend with. Another chance for rain and even a complex of storms for Wednesday morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can keep dry for Thursday, and then we'll deal with some more rain chances on Friday and maybe a couple of showers on Saturday before we eventually see this building upper level ridge hopefully dry us out by that following week. But by the time it does, if we get it underneath this ridge, I think we're going to warm up quite fast with that projected setup. As far as potential rain amounts, by the time we head toward the end of next week, it would not surprise me at all if we have rain amounts ranging between 1 inch on the low end to as much as 3, 4, maybe 5 inches of rain. So we are definitely going to keep a sharp eye out for any flooding concerns as well as we continue through the week ahead. But even with all the rain chances, and even with some dry time as well, we're going to keep generally on the warm side of things. 80 degrees for your Sunday. We'll go to 83 Monday, 79s for your Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. Morning lows generally middle to upper 60s. Dry Thursday with highs near 81, and then staying in the lower middle 80s as we get into next weekend. So that is how things stand. We will continue to keep an eye on these storm chances on the way, and hopefully you're having a good weekend so far, and hopefully you'll have a great Sunday.